Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Monica, and in this occasion, I will try to explain about debate interaction in EFL classroom, and fact of the critical thinking and speaking skill. From the research was aimed to find out whether or not using debate significantly improved the students' critical thinking and speaking skill achievements, and how much debate contributed of each aspect or critical thinking and speaking skill. Next is introduction. English is considered as a dominant and acceptable tool for global communication. The language is utilized to various degrees by people from all over the world. On a small scale, people who speak different mother tongue verbalize English for different aims. For instance, to have an access to advanced academic publications, to study abroad, and to make their career opportunities better. On a larger scale, English is regarded as an important language in various fields, including international trade, science, and technology, banking, manufacturing, diplomacy, entertainment, education, and so forth. The use of English as an international language plays a significant role in the globalization era. At the current time, we are required to be able to communicate in English. This means English becomes a means of communication among people in the world and plays a vital and a special role in the globalization era, particularly in the educational system in Indonesia. So, for that reason, it's very prominent for us to learn English, but the language itself, linguistic competence, and how to practice oral and written communication, linguistic performance. In nowadays, English is an important language in Indonesia. It can be seen that English becomes the first version language that is taught in Indonesia, start from elementary school up to the university level, and also the involvement of English as one of essential subject in the curriculum in Indonesia education. It seems the development of English language teaching in Indonesia touches the recent English curriculum objective. The objective of teaching and learning English at schools is to bring along the student to a better understanding and ability of the language. English is one of the tested subjects from the three important subjects recorded in national examination in senior high school. At this point, the students, however, are necessarily required to achieve a certain score in in order that they can get the passing grade. Not only the grammatical aspect is important, but also the communicative one. This point is revealed in the English curriculum that the students' instructional materials must be on the basis of the communicative skill acceptable for the students' daily needs. This is in line with Devdiknas Republik Indonesia or Departemen Pendidikan Nasional Republik Indonesia in 2006. which states that the general standard objective of English language teaching at senior high school in Indonesia are determined as follows. Number one is developing communicative competence both in oral and in writing in order to pursue that level of informational literacy. And the second is raising awareness of the nature of English as a foreign language in order to compete with other countries in the global community and developing students' conversation about the relation between language and culture. Next is literature review. The concept of critical thinking has been refined and enriched since in operations 2,500 years ago. By looking through literature, various definitions were found to help one understand the nature of critical thinking. Learning improves in the process of reflective thinking and explain and relate into the debate process and activity. In the phase of suggestion, the students will have many suggestions in relation of the debate motion because when they have brainstorming, there will be information exchanging in it. For that reason, the student in debate team should select the most eligible ideas or information that suit the debate motion. In the phase of problem definition, the students should define the problem of the debate motion word by word and as a whole in order that the debate process will not be out of track. In the phase of hypothesis generation, the students should yield the ideas or explanation and provide some solutions on the basis of the fact or evidence to support the arguments. In the phase of reasoning, the students should be able to critically and give vivid and strong reason, which they must be supported by examples and data and interpret them pertaining to create a logical and relevant argument to the reason and case being proven. In addition, he further asserts that many other skills are involved in developing critical thinking. When we learn to argue and defend our own position, we are critical thinkers. When you argue against another positions, you are a critical thinker. When we change your mind because of the arguments you hear, we are critical thinkers. When we understand that arguments occurs whenever someone communicates to influence others to change their belief or behavior, we are critical thinkers. Examining different critical thinking definitions, one thing is agreed upon by most researchers that is critical thinking includes not only critical thinking skills or containing both a process of thinking and thinking ability, involving analysis, interpretation, inference, explanation, evaluation, and self-regulation, but also critical thinking disposition, including clarity, accuracy, precision, consistency, relevance, sound evidence, good reason, depth, breadth, fairness, or something like that. A process of thinking or an important thinking ability that the students must process to gain knowledge, such as analysis, interpretation, inference, explanation, and evaluation, to encounter and cope with various problems, formulate that questions, and provide possible solutions and plans effectively. Again, next is speaking skill. The teaching and practice of speaking skills should exist in language classrooms because this can truly enable the student to communicate in English. Speaking skill also plays an important role for language learners who use it for instruction, discussion, and arguments presentations. And the second is debate. Debate is definitely one of the most exciting and valuable experience for the high school or college students. Those who learn to debate will learn how to research and gather a significant question in depth. They also learn how to organize research or arguments into a meaningful and persuasive presentation. Debate is the process of presenting ideas or opinions which two opposing parties try to defend their idea or opinion. The third is population and sample. The research was conducted at the Islamic Senior High School or MAN 3 Palembang. The population of the research was the 10th grade student of the Islamic Senior High School or MAN 3 Palembang in the academic year of 2013 until 2014. Next is instrumentation. In collecting the data, the test was used to measure the students' critical thinking and speaking skill. Pertaining to the test given, the students were asked to choose one of the speaking topics provided in the form of monologue. Next is instructional procedures. The text of debate was applied in the experimental group as the English teaching activity. The instructional procedures were explained as follows. A. The teacher explained the word school debate championship technique, the objective of debate, competence or debate outline of debate, the rules of debate, and how to debate. B. The teacher presents the motion or debate topic. C. The teacher divides the class in debate group or team. D. The teacher selects debate speaker. And E. The teacher selects the chairperson and timekeeper. F. On the day of debate, the teacher arranges the position or chairperson, debaters, and timekeeper before starting the debate. G. During the debate, opening the debate activity or chairperson, each speaker presents a speech and rebuttal argument debating the first speaker of the proposition theme, the first speaker of the opposition team, the second speaker of the proposition team, the second speaker of the opposition team, the third speaker of the proposition team, the third speaker of the opposition team, the third speaker of the reply speech by verse, or second speaker of opposition team and reply speech by first or second speaker of preposition team. Next, H. Debate closing by chairperson. I. The teacher asks the student to explain the summary of debate. J. Teacher and students conclude the learning materials. K. The teacher adds the summary from their debate. L. The teacher informs the debate motion for the next debate meeting, and M, teacher dismisses the class. Okay, the conclusion is based on the result and discussion. The conclusion could be drawn first. It could be concluded that debate, particularly World School Debate Championship or WSDC, significantly improved the students' critical thinking and speaking skills. It was found out that the student is experimental group got higher critical thinking and speaking skill achievement than those in control group after the debate strategy was applied as the treatment. Second, there was a significant mean difference in critical thinking and speaking between the students who were using debate and those who were not. Third, there was a significant correlation among total gain score or critical thinking and speaking skill and aspects of each of these variables, and also the contribution of debate was high to critical thinking and speaking skill achievement. So I think this enough for this meeting. Wassalamualaikum.